plumberparts.co.uk. Honest reviews and advice.
Hello and welcome to today's plumberparts.co.uk video. My name's James and today we're going to be showing you how to install a rigid riser rail shower valve. And it's going to be absolutely amazing, so I hope you enjoy.
Holla and welcome to today's plumberparts.co.uk video. Today we're going to be doing a video showing you how to change over an old colonial shower valve. So yeah, we're going to change this old shower valve over in there, which I don't actually think there's anything wrong with it. I mean, what could be wrong with that and that? Other than that, it's in full working condition. We've turned the water off already. We've also isolated the power to the shower pump because this one's actually fed by a shower pump. And I'm just going to show you how to take the old one off, measure up and put the new one on, and it's going to be absolutely amazing, I'll tell you. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, and if you have any questions or comments, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, you have questions or comments at the end of the video, not at the start. So let's go. Hold tight. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, because we've got this upright here, and we're going to be changing this upright, just slacken off the nut that's on the upstand. There we go. So just let all that come out a little bit. Oh, bloody hell. Problem with these pan heads is loads of water always comes out and you always get wet doing it. Let's hope I don't get the camera wet, hey people. That would be a catastrophe. Right, so now we've got this slackened off. This should be able to lift up a little bit. Just let that down like so. That'll expose the two slotted screws we need to get at. Take them off and then take this out of the way. Before you slacken off the two nuts on the side, usually you're going to find a grub screw on this base plate here. It's either going to be an Allen key like we've got, or a small slotted screwdriver. So undo that, and that will release the main valve body from the base plate on the wall. Right, so now on each side you've got a little nut just here. What we're going to do is we're going to slack each one of these nuts off, like so. Just do both sides, just slacken it off. It starts to push a little bit on the valve. You see what it's doing there? It's sort of moving the valve out a little bit. Right, as soon as it's got to that point, go around to the other nut and undo that. So now that we've released that bottom grub screw and these two, we should be able to just pull the valve body off the pipes and off the wall. There we go. Right, there's the old one off. Right, you always find a couple of screws on the base plate, so you want to take them off. Give that a little undo. Lovely. Now at this point you could use these old nuts and these old wall plates, but they look minging. So what we're going to have to do is get these olives off. Now there's a slight problem, is that these go into push fit fittings, so they twist. Okay, so usually I'd actually just wring the olive off normally if I could, but we're not going to be able to do that here, I do think. So what we're going to have to do is push back this nut, and then very carefully, using a junior hacksaw, I'm just going to cut across this olive and then pop it off. There we go, that's come loose now. So I should be able to get a slotted screwdriver in here and just prise that apart. You see there's minimal damage to the pipe there. And then just prise this off as well. Do that to the other side. And then, because I've got quite a lot of length of pipe here, and it doesn't take the risk too much of maybe a cut getting in the way, I'm just going to get some pipe slicers on here and just cut these back a bit so we've got a new bit of pipe to go on. As you can see, the last douchebag who was here used loads of clear silicone, so I'm just going to spend a few minutes cleaning that all up before I get onto the next bit. And I suggest if you're removing an old shower valve, get yourself a bit of a scrubbing brush and just clean up behind those tiles, because it will make the job look miles better when it's all finished. So I'm just going to do that, and yeah, I'll see you in a sec.
Oh, if there's any justice in the world, I would be your man. You would be my girl. Oh yeah.
Right, now we're going to measure up the centres for our new bracket, because we've got to pop a new bracket on here. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. So there's our centre mark there. So once we've got our centre mark here, we then go over the centre of the two pipes just here like that, and then get that lined up and measured, and then drill your holes and put your plugs in. Should be able to just drill these normally, but you never know. Right, so once you've got your holes drilled, pop your plugs in, and then I usually just put a little blob of silicone on each one of these, like that. And then use your sexy Makita impact driver to run them in and smash the tiles to bits, which is not what we're going to do, it's a joke. while I'm at it, I'm just going to pop a little bit on these old holes as well. We're nearly ready to put a new valve on, but I just suggest you get some silicone and try and get it actually down the gap between the pipe and the wall, just nice and lightly, and then you can get your plate and just push that lightly over there like that, ready for in a second. Do the same on the other side. Right, whilst they're setting a little bit, I recommend you take off the 2 nuts and olives off your shower valve. Then I would actually put on your washers and actually build these up properly, ready for use. So pop your washer in there and just do it up nice and lightly, not too tight. Do the same on the other side. Pop your washer just in here, like so, and then pop that onto your shower valve. Do it up nice and lightly, it doesn't need to be too tight. So now we're nearly ready. Now take note, the bottom of the shower valve, on this one you've got your 3mm grub screw, just like on the other one. Just slacken that off, just out of the way, like so. Now I'll put your nut and your olive on each one of the pipes. Remember, we've got a lot of flex on the back of these pipes. You might not have this. And once you've got those both on, line up each one of your pipes like so, and just loosely do up your nuts and your olives on there. So once you've got both pipes in and just slightly nipped up, push the top on first, then slot onto your bracket. Just like so. Now, then very quickly, push your shower valve back to the wall where you want it to be, and then lightly do your grub screw up so it can't come off the wall. And then being careful not to damage the fitting itself, just lightly do up your 15mm nuts on both sides. So now make sure these two are tight, and make sure your grub screw is tight before going on to the next stage. Right, so now we've got that in and it's beautiful. We're going to pop our nut and our olive that we've got here onto the bottom of our shower upstand. Now we'll have a quick look at this because these often need cutting down, so I'm just going to have to cut this down just about there, just mark that with my thumb. Like that to length, pop that in like so. Now, what we can do here is I'm going to bring down our clip and actually use the old holes on there, which if you do what Mammy seen is very shrewd. Fortunately our plate here lines up with the old holes. Which means they should go in nicely and they should screw up really rather well. So that's now screwed in firmly. Now all we've got to do, we've got the valve in and we've got the upstand in, is just basically finish off by putting the head on. The heads can come in various different shapes and sizes. This one here has a small insert on it that actually screws in directly to the head like that, and then it seals on this rubber O-ring on here. So you just tighten it up like that, give that a tighten, that's ready. It's also got the ability for you, if you like, to move it about, which is silly. Then all you need to do is screw in your head like so onto the thread here. Then once you've built it up, you can decide what length out of the wall you want it to be at. Now I think personally it should probably come back about this far, so I'm just going to cut the pipe, and then once we've cut it to the length we want, pop it into the fitting like so, and then grab your adjustables and just tighten this up, making sure this is still pointing nicely downwards. Lovely. Right, now the next thing to do is make sure that it's pointing at right angles out of the wall, like so, and then you can tighten up your bottom nut by the valve. Tighten that up in there. Now remember to make sure all your fittings are tight, so these two here, the one here and the one up the top. Then we make sure everything's turned off, so we can go downstairs, turn the water back on and everything, dry the whole fitting out and then test for leaks. If you've got no leaks, big. So we've got the water back on now, we tested for leaks, we've not had any problems. Now we just got to test the shower's operation itself. Here we go. Oh my god! And then it says to test the hot. Yeah. That's really hot. So there we go, we've successfully taken off the old shower and disposed of it, and now we've put on a lovely new shower valve on with thermostatic control, and with a nice new little valve here and the same upstand, and it's looking amazing. We've got no leaks and it works really, really well. If you need any more help or any more information, either comment on this video, you can friend us and follow us, okay, at Twitter and Facebook, somewhere here, and also as ever you can subscribe to our videos. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope you've got the confidence now to maybe change one of these yourself. If you want to buy this shower valve, as I said at the start of the video, click on the link below. I've also left links to my beautiful Makita tools because I love them. They're brilliant. Everyone should have them. They're great. And anything else I think might be of interest to you. I hope to see you in next week's video, and remember everyone, because it's getting warm now, Y'all gotta go out there, y'all gotta get yourself a tan, and you gotta hold tight throughout the night. See you later. Blah.
Plumberparts.co.uk. Honest reviews and advice.